Lift Off 5, Student's Book and Workbook, written by Steve Thompson and Jane Thompson. Unit 1, a website and a newsletter. Lesson 1, Introducing Marhaba. Track 1, Exercise D. Listening. Complete the missing information.
Hello to everyone, Marhaba. My name is Rob Green. I'm interested in helping with Marhaba. I'm 15 years old and I was born in Leeds. It's a city in the north of England. I live here too. There are 5 people in my family. I have a brother, Harry. He's 12 years old. And a sister, Kate. She's 9. My dad is a policeman and my mum is a nurse. I go to Park Road Boys' School. It has 700 students. My best subjects at school are English, maths and geography. In my free time, I like playing football and going skating. I enjoy using computers and the internet. And I look forward to reading Marhaba because I like learning about young people in other countries.
Lesson 2, Introducing Saudi Stars. Track 2, Exercise D. Listening. Check your work.
Lena and Dalal started at intermediate school at the same time. They wanted to use and practice English for a project. Lena suggested writing a newsletter in English. They discussed this idea with their teacher, Mrs. Rinad Abu Zinada. Mrs. Rinad arranged to print the newsletter for the girls. Dalal contacted her friend Julie and asked her to help. Julie agreed because the newsletter sounded very interesting. They decided to call the newsletter Saudi Stars.
Lesson 3, What are they doing? Track 5, Exercise F. Listening. Check your work.
I'm imagining myself on the beach. I'm sitting under a sunshade. I'm watching the waves and listening to the wind. It's blowing across the sea. The sun is shining. A boat is sailing slowly across the water. A young child is waving to me. I can see 2 birds in the sky. They are flying behind the boat.
Lesson 3, What are they doing? Track 4, Exercise C. Listening. Listen and repeat.
Are you worrying about something? Are you having trouble sleeping? Dr. Mona Hawaish tells us how to get a good night's sleep.
Go to bed at the same time each day. Don't change the time on different days. Don't eat or drink before you sleep. Don't watch TV or read before you sleep. Get ready for bed. Lie down on your bed in the dark. Relax. Don't think about sleep. Close your eyes. Imagine a beautiful place. Think about this place. And only this place. You will probably fall asleep quite quickly.
Lesson 3. What are they doing? Track 5. Exercise F. Listening. Check your work.
I'm imagining myself on the beach. I'm sitting under a sunshade. I'm watching the waves and listening to the wind. It's blowing across the sea. The sun is shining. A boat is sailing slowly across the water. A young child is waving to me. I can see 2 birds in the sky. They are flying behind the boat.
Lesson 4. Review. Track 6. Exercise B. Listening. Are the sentences about the newsletter true or false?
Hello, Julie. Can you help me?
Yes, of course. What do you want me to do?
Lena and I are going to write a newsletter.
Wow! Are you going to write it in Arabic?
No, we're going to write it in English. That's why we'd like you to help.
What are you going to put in your newsletter?
We're going to put in articles about England and news about students in our school.
Are you going to put in any tips for learning English?
That's a good idea. Can you help us with that?
Yes, of course. How often are you going to print your newsletter?
We hope to print it once a month.
Who's going to read it?
The students in our class. If they like it, we will ask our teacher, Mrs. Renad, to print copies for the whole school.
Oh, that's a great idea. I can't wait to read it.
Unit 2. In the news. Lesson 1. An accident a long way from home. Track 7. Exercise D. Listening. When you hear the sound and the number, write the missing word.
Bruce and Leslie Scott were driving around South.
1.
They visited many different.
2.
They went to Brazil. One day they were driving to Manaus. They were going along a small road in the.
3.
They were driving over a small.
4.
When it suddenly.
5.
The car fell into the ravine below. Bruce and Leslie were not badly.
6. In.
Leslie rang her sister in England, and her sister rang the British.
7.
And the British police rang the police in Brazil. They sent a.
8.
To look for Bruce and Leslie.
Lesson 1. An accident a long way from home. Track 8. Exercise E. Listening. Check your work.
Bruce and Leslie Scott were driving around South America. They visited many different countries. They went to Brazil. One day, they were driving to Manaus. They were going along a small road in the jungle. They were driving over a small bridge when it suddenly collapsed. The car fell into the ravine below. Bruce and Leslie were not badly injured. Leslie rang her sister in England, and her sister rang the British police, and the British police rang the police in Brazil. They sent a helicopter to look for Bruce and Leslie.
Lesson 2. Favourites and Pet Hates. Track 9, Exercise A. Listening. Tick the correct answer. 1. Salma.
Salma, have you got any pet hates?
No, I haven't. I'm a calm person. I don't like getting angry.
Are you fond of doing particular things then? Do you enjoy shopping, for example?
I don't mind watching TV, and I quite like gardening, but I don't have very strong feelings about things.
2. Alex.
What do you think of zoos, Alex?
I quite like going to zoos.
Some people think that we should close zoos because animals aren't happy there.
No, I don't agree with that. But I don't like seeing one animal in zoos.
Which one?
Snakes. I hate looking at them or being near them.
3. Amina.
What are your pet hates, Amina?
I dislike some things like smoking, but I don't really have any pet hates, no.
And do you have any strong favourites? Do you really enjoy doing particular hobbies or activities?
Yes, I do. I love going for long walks in the country with my friends. It's healthy and I don't have to pay.
4. Rashid.
Hello, Rashid. Some people have strong feelings about mobile phones. They hate people using mobile phones in shops or in the street. What do you think?
I don't agree with them. I don't mind people using mobiles in shops or banks or places like that. I quite like listening to other people's conversations, and I often phone my friends when I am shopping.
So this is not one of your pet hates?
No, not at all.
Lesson 2. Favourites and Pet Hates. Track 10, Exercise C. Listening and speaking. Repeat the conversation.
Have you got any pet hates?
No, I haven't. I'm a calm person. I don't like getting angry.
Are you fond of particular things? Do you enjoy shopping? For example,
I don't mind watching TV, and I quite like gardening. But I don't have very strong feelings about things.
Lesson 4. Review. Track 11, Exercise C. Listen. Complete the sentences.
Have you received any emails recently, Yazid?
Yes, I have. Walid has written to us about his school and what he does in his spare time.
He lives in Kuwait, doesn't he?
Yes, but he has been to Riyadh several times already.
He is very lucky. I have never visited Kuwait. Have you been there, Yazid?
No, I haven't, but I have travelled to Britain twice to visit my brother. He lives in London.
How long has he lived there?
About 6 years. He qualified as a doctor last year and has found a job at a hospital in London. Have you travelled with your family, Adele?
No. My parents have spent several holidays in Turkey, but I have not visited any other countries. I would love to visit Paris. My uncle has been there several times and has seen the Eiffel Tower.
I would love to do that too. It sounds really exciting.